Hello, we're back with Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Game 2. Justice for All. I always forget, I'm always like Game 2. Justice for All. We met Max, we had a fabulous time with Maximilian Galactica, and now we are going to do the first trial. You know we're not going to solve everything. I kind of feel like things are pretty loose right now, but you know how this game goes. You go into the trial, we get on some kind of story path, we discover things, and we'll probably have to go back to Very Big Circus to do more investigating. But you ready to have the trial commence? Let's go! December 20... Oh, it's so close to the end of the year. December 29th? 9:43 a.m. Good thing these things happen so fast, right? We bang it out. We'll probably go back to Big Berry. Very Berry? What the heck is the name of it? Whatever. The circus. We'll go back there later today on the 29th and wrap this whole thing up on the 30th. So Feeny and them can all have some kind of break before the new year. Nah, I think so. What's up, Maxie? What's up, Maxie? Wait, I have to before we start, I have to tell you guys something very important. So, Max, in Japanese, I looked it up. Yamada Kohei. Which, I guess you, Yamada is like a very common name. Ne, Kohei. Cole! If you just say Cole, then maybe. But Kohei, hey, that second part gives you, to me, this is just totally personal, right? For me, like names that end in hey feel kind of like a guy who maybe goes surfing or like a skateboarding, maybe has a goatee, kind of that kind of guy. To me, all the people that I know have that at the end, that's the vibe. So it doesn't really fit Maximilian Galactica's like image. And in Japanese, his name is literally Maximilian Galactica. Like they didn't change that. So I just wanted to let you guys know. Also, the animal friends. So Money the monkey and I forgot the tiger one, right? So in Japanese it's reverse. So Saru is monkey, right? Saru. So she named it Rusa. So she switched the two. And same with the Tora is Nato. That's so confusing. So it's like a kind of everything swapped to make it more difficult for your brain to get around. And I didn't point this out last time. I mentioned the triloquist, right? Triloquist. But it's Ben and Triloquist. Ben Triloquist, Ventriloquist. Good job, translation team, on that one. You know, you gotta be thinking outside the box when you do these translations, and I respect that. I just wanted to shout that out in case you missed it. I wanted everyone to know. It's supposed to be ventriloquist. You got it? Okay. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk? Milk? What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage? I just can't function, sweetie. What are you, a baby? That's very cute. Milk. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick. Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? No. Huh? You don't take anything seriously, Nate. You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. I want to see Feeny fly like that. Nay, I want to see it. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Well, maybe. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that dashing young lawyer flying in fabulously. Oh, Feeny's easy to please, nah. Easy to please. What a cutie. I love that. That was good. He gets to fly in the anime opening, second season, right? Whenever this case is going on. I missed what he said. What? Your Honor, get on with it. She's gonna be so mad. Franzy. I'm glad to see Franzy though. I've missed Franzy. In Japanese, Franzy. Did I say this? I don't know if I did. I don't think I did. Franzy's first name, because last name is Karuma, so it's supposed to be like karma, right? Karuma. But the first name is Mei. Her name is Mei, you guys. Mei. It's such a cute name for such a spunky young girl. It's like a Gap Moy or something to me. It's so cute. I totally forgot her name was Mei. Mei. Okay. Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So his last name is Johns. Last name is Johns, right? So, well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild was a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. Okay. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Hopefully, Nan. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right? Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. Ah, the mental gymnastics, so you don't lose, ne? I see. Well, she's gonna be extra pissed when she loses this one. Right? I think so. Because then you can't say both were bad. Well, you could probably make up something, but like, it's gonna be harder for her to gymnastics her way out of losing twice. So, brace yourself, baby. It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You think, Feeny? She whipped you into oblivion. You have a 0 chance. 0, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Okay. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. Do you think her daddy from jail sent her a letter being like, I'm disappointed in you? I think so. He's that kind of dad, you know what I'm saying? I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Is she annoying? She is kind of a... one of those characters that is so much that in like an anime or a fake setting is very cute. Like, it's so crazy that it's cute. But in real life would not be good. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix, right? I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Right. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There. Opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap this waste of time. Do you think Maya and Franziska, I kept thinking the other name, will like I don't remember what happens with Franzy at all. I just remember this Franzy. But I'm hoping by the end of the game she has to like kind of come to terms with stuff. Wait, I do remember one thing. You'll have to wait. I do remember one thing. Okay, very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. That's right. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up here, now. Gumshoe. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. What? He doesn't get paid to be here? Isn't this part of his work? Doesn't he get paid? Is he on hourly or salary? Because that makes a difference too, you know? Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, Detective. You may proceed with your testimony. Okay, here we go. I feel like we know a lot of goofy information, but do we know a whole lot of information about what actually happened with the crime? The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. Yo. That's cold if it snows. Acro. We did not meet in Acro. I remember Acro. Acro! No, this isn't a spoiler. Acro is the room with the monkey. Where we went up and Feeny was like, 2 flights of stairs. That one. Okay, all the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines where it's flashing. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. Okay. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped Ooh, a vertebrae in his neck. I don't need these details. Too gory for me. I'm a weakling with the gore. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. Wait, I want to see. Let me see. Okay. 1015, blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Okay, 1015. A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your... Okay, what are we going to cross-examine? Is this me pushing everything like always? Probably. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Wow. Blizzard is what? Like a lot of snow falling? That you cannot see? I don't really know. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's got to be more to this. Snow? Hey, what's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. What are you talking about? Snow? $10.15. But then everyone was in the tent, right? I don't know where Feeney was going with that, and it stresses me out a little bit, but okay. Just keep going, I suppose. When you say all the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina and the animal tamer, Mo, the clown, Ben, the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent, the tiger, was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. The fake one was the gumshoes. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after the proceedings. Oh, when we go back, maybe we can give it to him. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Seems they were negotiating Max's salary, which we know is not true. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Okay. I think we're fine. I'm gonna push all of them. I don't know. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay. Not a problem, Val. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, but you'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Oh, okay. Just keep pushing and keep hoping and praying. A wooden box. That's right. What was in the wooden box? Does it matter? It's very weird. This I don't know. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. What was inside? Locked, you say? 20-pound box! Small but strong lock. What's inside this box? This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask him a question. Do you mind telling us what was inside the box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. What the heck is that? Bottle? What is that, detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. Eh? What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Achoo! Pepper! Huh? What does this mean? Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There's only one little bottle in that huge box. I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. It must. Pepper. Let's push this one. It's the last one. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. It's like the least. It's like part of our job. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it was something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. You know what I thought, that I guess I was wrong, was that the box, they made a big deal about the box being heavier than it looked. That what if it was the box? You know what I mean? But they took the box back. It can't be the box, because wouldn't they, like, if he got hit by that box, there would be blood or like a skin or something nasty on there, and they would have noticed that, right? I just think it's suspicious. Why do they care that the box is so heavy? So maybe it was used against him. That's what I think, but I don't know for sure. But then if it was, what? They bonk him on the head and then they hold on, let me hold your body, and then like slump you over the box? So that's kind of awkward. So I don't know. No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ho ho ho. I'm surprised she didn't whip him for that. I was expecting. Oh. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. Oh. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Oh, okay. And I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously. But that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Gumshoe. Gumshoe is kind of a sad boy, ne? Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down now. Miss Velkarma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to just... Okay. She must be talking about Ben, the ventriloquist. Ben and Triloquist. I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. Yeah, he will. We're gonna be freaking doing him. Yeah, it's gonna be this. You knew it wasn't just gonna be Ben. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Triloquist. I am employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine. I'll grace you with a song. No. Ahem. Me. The world of the law. Exciting and daring. Guilt or innocence. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. What is a robe? A woman's clothes? Trilo. I'm gonna put you in that furnace, Trilo. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna like it. Well, what do you think? Velkarma! Get your whip out, girl! Whip him across the courtroom. You can do that. You can wrap your whip around his neck and fling him. Do it. Do it for me. Karumame. It had a good rhythm. Maya, you don't have to be so nice. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. What's wrong with his nose? It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face. On the off-chance swelling would help. We're so mean. We should just put him in a fire. You know that your nose is a reason you'll never be an A-list star. No, I don't think so. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order, order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. Girl. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting the testimony out! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Okay. Well, whatever. We've called a parrot under the stand, so I guess this isn't that weird in comparison, Nick. Alright, once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and we went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one headed that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. But we know that it couldn't be him, because he was in the room. Do you think... I don't know why. So, I don't know, and I don't remember this. I'm only saying the things I don't know, because I do remember a big portion of this. But, do you think that it was the ringmaster that dressed up like him. I don't know why he would do that. But you know what I'm saying? Because he left the thing while Max was there. That maybe he like, I don't know. Maybe in the case that he had like a costume of Max's and wore it. That's why the hat was found at the scene. Because maybe the the ringmaster wore it and it fell off when he died. Something like that maybe. Nah, I think so. It has to be. Right? You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You're sure of that? Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and dumb white rose on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Why are we saying dress boy? This is a robe. This is a robe. What is happening? Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? Also, clothes should be non-gendered, so that's a whole nother conversation topic. But that alone is not good, and I don't like that. But like, this is a robe. You go like a boom. So all robes are dresses in your mind? That doesn't even make sense, dude. He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why's that? Here's absolute proof. A silk hat. This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for his hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Fox. That does not hold up to me. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. You're happy you're getting praised? Thank you for stating the obvious. I love that. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? I still think that I still feel like Franziska is very much the kind of person that need praise to survive. She act like she doesn't, but she needs praise to survive. You can't tell me otherwise. Someone who act that cocky is not that confident. Because if you're really confident, you don't have to overact like that. That's why she feels really teenagery to me. Because, you know, teenagers go like, I'm such an adult, you guys. I'm like such an adult. You know, but they're not. They're teen. They're figuring stuff out, but they're not an adult. So, it's that kind of energy, ne? Like, I'm the best. But inside, she's like, praise me! That's why she's cute. Okay, I guess she's the boss again today. Franziska is always the boss, ne? I think so. No matter what it is. Does she have friends? I don't think she has friends. I think she needs friends. Alright, what are we doing? Why the plaza's entrance? Do some thinking, of course. Or to do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker! At least my teachers always said I was. I believe you, Feeny. We look at the poster, maybe? Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake somebody wearing a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Geez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Oh, everyone said it. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. Maya! I don't think this is gonna help us, because he has those three, ne? What else, girl? You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo? That's right. And it makes him the killer? There's only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense, and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? There's no proof it was Max. It could be anyone cosplaying as Max. That was literally what happened in the last case. Where it's like Maya's clothes, but they were not Maya's clothes. Well, I mean, the uniform or whatever, right? I think it's the same kind of thing. Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica. Just his three-piece outfit. Hey, do you still don't get it, do ya? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's stay together now. No, we don't need to... I know. Thank you. I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. That's not what I'm saying! Feeny, come on, Feeny! Great, I'm getting shut down by a toy. Oh, it didn't matter! Eh? Okay, hold on. We gotta do this again, but we gotta get to the... something else, right? Ben only saw Max? That's a bit strange, don't you think? Oh, that maybe he should have seen both him and the ringmaster going, eh? Over? No, because that was already after... Never mind. What's strange? That you only saw Max? Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Oh god. Who else do you think you should... No! Russell, right? Wait, let me look at... Oh my god, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Hold on. Let me look at this really quick. Nope, not this. The map. The map. No. No, man. No. Ringmaster's room is inside this big top. So, wouldn't he have seen Mo? Because if Mo was going home, he ditched him, Mo would be going back to his room, right? So maybe Mo, ne? Mo? Right? Don't hold your tongue, Ben. It's your job to answer all the stupid questions. I'm sorry, Trilo. Okay, it's not. Then it has to be the ringmaster? It's gotta be the ringmaster. I think he does. He's part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. And Max conked him over the head, yeah. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. They've become like one. Okay, it has to be. It has to be. Okay, that's the victim. Yeah, because he'd have to go over there at some point, ne? So, although I feel like you could argue that maybe he went there first or something. I don't know. That's the victim. That's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ah! Obviously the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. That's what I was worried would happen. Could have seen him. Anyone with a sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? Ah. That's why I think it was the ringmaster dressed up that way. I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. Aye. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now, let's move along with the testimony. Oh. What else? I think the only thing I didn't push was that last one? Girl, I don't know. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? Huh? I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Because that makes no sense. Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your off-handed theories. This witness! He's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright. Oh god. Who do you suppose... Oh, wait, I know. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for? It has to be Regina, right? It's gotta be Regina. Regina. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer Regina. Oh, he exploded. Can he stay exploded? You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Well, well, well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all the time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Oh, so he's saying he's lying. That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that... Oh, I see. He could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the... Ow! There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain! Don't volunteer things. Mr. Ventriloquist. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was. I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? Oh, and if Franzy says that they weren't going to do that, and this is a lie, we have the ring, ne? What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? That matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. Look at your horrible outfit. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. I mean, yeah, I agree here, Franzy, but for us it's a good thing. Even though I don't want to hear about this, really. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose to give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Oh, you freaking liar. No, you don't. We have to poke him there, because we have the ring. You're going to propose, you? A puppet? Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her, too. No, that doesn't... No. Judge, no. Judge, she's 16, Judge. Exactly. His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now, for real. What is happening? Okay, Mr. Wright, please. Okay, let's go. What was with that sigh at the end? Judge. Girl. What is happening? Okay, so maybe I'm gonna poke this first, and then we're gonna present the thing. Just to, you know. So you are still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up that easily. Okay. I wonder how much he receives for appearing at the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? Okay. Unwrap this choice testimony. Okay, we got it. The judge has this dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. What kind of life does a judge lead outside of here, I wonder? He has grandchild, so he must be married, or at least was married, or, well, at least had a kid with somebody, ne? A cheap ring. Okay, present this. Nope, it was wrong. It was wrong, because the bar is still there. You know what I'm trying to say, though, ne? Oh my god. Because he doesn't have it in his pocket! Here, how about this? We have to have him say it was the ring, maybe. You went to the lodging house to give it to her. That's why I tried to give her the ring practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I got hold of him, I'm gonna saw his woodblock in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? We need him to say it was a ring or something? Ah! I was so sure. Here, push this. What was the thing? What was it exactly that you planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question, what was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring? Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisco's whips look like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad. Push on anyway. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time... I advise you to cut this argument short. That's not where I thought it was gonna go. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise... Oh! Where's the testimony? Now we present the ring. Specifically about the engagement ring, I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology. You sure do enjoy sweating the details, specifically for a man in a black bathrobe. Yeah, maybe bathrobe is closer. Okay. Oh. Let's... Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Let me just push this. And then maybe he could give better detail and then I present it. An engagement ring. Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's going to love it. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's got to be something I can catch him on. Yeah, there is. Okay. I've still got it in my pocket. Now we present the ring. I jumped ahead. Because we needed him to identify it was a ring that is not even a real diamond, it's glass. I'm so scared. We're good. I was getting too hasty. Getting too hasty. Trilo! Do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? Ah, that's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief! Did you just testify about this very object? I believe you said. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Liar. Why then do I have it right here? Yeah. Yeah. I picked on that one right away, Nick. What is going on here? That's... Ben, say something. Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money, like a bank vault? Ha! That filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I would prefer it if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey in every sense of the word. Oh, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after shiny things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things. Trilo! When was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime. What did you just say? Details? I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might be able to say that. That ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Ooh, ooh! Huh. So, he didn't really get a good look or anything. Ben, what's with you? Ugh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything. Especially not committed to the murder. Not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Triloquist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring, snatching monkey money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Ben doesn't exercise enough. Ben's testimony has a flaw. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, with the witness just stating that he was chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza and the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Yes. Interesting, Mr. Wright. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. Oh, Franzy's so pretty. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Oh, we're so heated today, man. We're so heated. We got 2 close-ups in such a short period of time. Them glaring at each other, throwing objections around. It reminds me of the Edgeworth days. Oh, well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get the dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. Ha! I've told you so many times, you'd think you'd know my story's not changing. You've already changed your story, stick boy. Stick boy? And I'm sure it will change some more. Where there's one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why I have to keep after him. Yeah. Okay. Witnessing Max. There has to be a point where we're arguing he didn't see his face. And he only saw the outfit. Right? I'll give you that. I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I even said good evening to him, but he didn't acknowledge my presence. This is more proof it's not Max. It's somebody, like, cosplaying as Max. I'm absolutely sure it was him I saw Maximilian Galactic at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max? That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see. I'd say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch? Mr. Wright, please proceed. Okay. Maybe we push... I'm really wanting to go after those ridiculous symbol thing. Is the court gonna say it all together again? I hope not. Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with the chorus. No! We know. Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting with everyone else. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning, you say good afternoon. Okay, that's not... We know, dude. And it's obvious that I say good night to someone at night. What, Ben, you got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night. I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Christ, would you prefer it if you kept the ventriloquist act outside the courtroom? Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. Maybe Trilo's evening greeting? The idea of this Trilo being anything but a brat all of the time. It seems very proper to say good evening to somebody or anybody. Maybe he said something else. I don't know. It can't be the other two, right? Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? I don't know why I made that weird sound. Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being... Oh! Why would you bother being nice to him? Nah, I think so. I think so. That is somewhat strange, nah. He wouldn't want to talk to him at all, or he'd throw insult or something like that. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers? Because this is Trilo. Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Ow! That hurt. Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max. The bottle? The bottle? How do I go about proving that with the evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. Ara. Oh god, do we present it here? I think we have to, because I feel like Franzy kind of called us out to do so. I was expecting it to do it in that prompt and not shoot me back here, but oh, it went away. That bar, I block it, but if the bar goes away, then I know we're at least on the right track. Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. Ah! Yeah, he exploded a lot, huh? That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Yeah, but don't worry about that right now. Ouch! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on this day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have been suddenly cordial in that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. That's the part I was going. There's no way a puppet this lewd would go just up and say good evening to his rival. I wouldn't say lewd, but he's also that. Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie. Honest, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. God, 2 bars. I don't want to lose any more health. It's stressing me out. Okay, could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? He saw a different person. I'm doubling down on that. It has to be. Do I know why? No. I don't understand why on earth any of this would happen, but it has to be that it was the Russell Barry dressed up as Max. That has to be it. Please be right. Okay, good. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? That's what I've been trying to say from the beginning of this trial. If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means, oh, there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world? You? Okay. Who was Trilo? Who was it that... Okay, maybe he wasn't dressed up at all then. So, No. It has to be Russell. It has to be Russell. Or I'm gonna be real screwed. It has to be him. It's not going away. Considering the ill temper of the witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It was Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it's not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh yeah, I suppose you got a point there. Oh, it went away. It stayed for so long, I got so stressed out. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? Yeah, you are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry, his boss. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo, isn't that correct? Gulp. Answer the question, Mr. Christ. Ah! Ah! Stay exploded for me. Just stay exploded. Order, order! How do you respond to this? Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, he was obviously Maximilian Galactica. He's wearing the clothes. It has to be that he was wearing the clothes! I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Christ obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster? One Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was a defendant. It was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness had clearly stated he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols. Feeny! Don't make them do it again. They're gonna do it again because you said the question. Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. Here we go again, everyone. All together now. Ow! Yes, yes, we know. Thank you. Thank you, Franzy. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. A silk hat and cloak. Anyone could wear them. Yes! They'd even look good on me. They would look good on you, Feeny. Especially if you make that face. That pose. I could see you in it, Feeny. I think you'd look very dashing. What was that? Well, the witness had endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed as him. Yes. Yes, Nick. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? She's gonna be so pissed. Miss Von Karma. Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, Yeah, you don't. And proof is the most important thing in this world. Didn't you learn that in grade school, Franzy? If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? I was getting excited too, Feeny. It's okay. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from the witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Oh, Mo ne. Mo. Huh? We didn't do clown. Trilo is worse than Mo. Mo's annoying, but Trilo is nil. Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Oh boy, okay. Very well. Oh, recess! Okay. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Alright. This first half didn't go so badly, ne? I got a little confused. It's not even that. I feel like I knew right away what we were trying to do. I just got turned the hell around and did things too early. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. And so then, where were you when the murder took place? I think he was still in the room. He said he waited. I believe he didn't lie about that. Right? We talked about it yesterday, remember? It was... I don't know why I gave him that voice. I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room. Right? Oh, he doesn't have the box. Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means? It means the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility. But he took it off and he hung it on the little, what is that thing called? The little standy thingy near the door. Wouldn't he have noticed it was gone? Maybe he was too self-absorbed. This kind of man doesn't seem very aware of his surroundings, nah? I think so. So, probably not noticed, I think. Hehe. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? Yeah, I don't know why that happened. I don't remember this either. So it's truly blind. I don't know why. I remember, I know how the ringmaster was killed, and I know the details around the photograph, that first photograph of the body. That's all I'll say. But I don't, and I know who did it. I remember that. But I don't know why he dressed up like Max, and I don't know why he was like, what he was trying to do. Oh, it'd only take 10 minutes or whatever. Like, I don't know what the heck was going on with all of that. Or the pepper, I have no idea. So a lot of things I don't know. I just know I know the meat and potatoes of the main stuff. Nah. If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? I know where that went. I'm like almost positive. Double, Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Can you imagine him being a detective? No. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? Magician. Can you imagine? You have no idea how hard it was to make the decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Franzy's gonna be so mad when we beat her. She's gonna be real mad. It's kind of exciting, but I also feel bad. She's gonna have a hard time here in Japan, or Los Angeles. Los Angeles. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Well, Mr. Lawrence, I can speak. Curls, please take a stand. Mo. Curly. Another one. This is a Three Stooges reference, ne? They call him a stooge a lot. And Mo, Curly, and the other one. I don't know them very well at all. It's not my scene, ne? But that's a thing. Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? To be shady. Clearly, he's sad about it too. Does he always wear the clown clothes? I know this is a video game, but like, can't he wear regular clothes to the freaking... No one's wearing regular clothes except for Feeny, though. Look at Francisca. Look what she's wearing. She bring a whip and everything. Okay, here we go. Come on, Mo. In West... What did it say? In West Clown of Fedia, born and raised. Is this a freaking... Bel Air, Will Smith thing? You know what I'm saying? I think it was. It was very brief, but I think it was. Name and occupation. Fresh Prince of Bel Air. There we go. I know the references. Will the witness please inform the court why is he speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited for this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. No, just... Franzy, can you just whip him some more? Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Yeah, me. This is me. Reaction. Okay. How about this? Have you met my proctologist, Mr. Dr. Seymour Butts? You stole that from freaking the Simpsons. How was that? One. But a couple of clowns who weren't up to good still make it. Your name. Lawrence Cross. Professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 the day of the murder. Correct? Yes. Yes, it is. Very well. Okay, here we go. A rabbi, a priest, and a rafstatary. Without the humor, please. Yeah, just stop. Okay. Poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. Good. Good is what I say. Good. Alright, he is very sad though, but you know, it's alright. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. Yeah, we all know. I've been able to make people laugh for 10 years. Oh, you made Maya laugh. I mean, was it her being nice or did she really mean it? That's up to be determined, but no matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and a polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. Oh! Self-awareness, we love to see it! It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Maybe you try harder to make better content, better jokes, instead of whatever's going on here. Yeah, I think so. Imagine my press. Wait, this is his testimony. I feel like it's just a confessional of his sins or something. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with fun jokes just for today. How is this a testimony? But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? What is this? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness! Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You'll hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Yeah, it's not gonna be her. She got places to go, people to see. She's not gonna be wasting her time with Mo. Thank you. I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe. It will be Gumshoe, it will be Gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. Alright, here we go. For realsies this time. The night of the murder. After practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was a ringmaster, and he was Max, who was wearing his cloak. Oh, wait. So, I'm remembering something, and now I'm not sure how that works, so I can't talk about what I'm thinking about. So we'll just keep going. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. I want to know what angle he saw these two at. Was it like this? Was it like this? This? Like, that's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough past judgment right now. Okay, like, calm down, Judge. I like to see Franzy do the little, like a curtsy bow thing, though. It's very cute. It's very cute. Of course you can. There is no way that this account could be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. Yeah, I get that. That must be because of my insincere smile. The one thing though, Mo was so annoying and I called him the oil of cheese. Cheddar oil. But this self-awareness around Mo is better. It makes him better. If he has no self-awareness, then it's just like, but I like that he can call out his shenanigans. Mr. Wright, please begin it. Okay. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. What am I gonna do here? Mr. Wright. Your Honor. I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far... If you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling. I understand, Your Honor. Oh god. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Oh, jeez. Am I gonna get in trouble for pushing too much? Pressing? I always call it pushing, but it's not pushing. Oh, what? Okay, I don't care about those two. Why? Did you hear something? You just happened to glance out of the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared. Okay, alright, we get it. Mr. Curls! Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Yeah. Why? Exactly why did you look out your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? Sus. I don't like it. That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... And Gumshoe's probably like, they spoke yesterday. I told them not to. Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Yeah, nah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. This guy. This freaking guy. You forgot? Franzy's gonna beat him up. She's gonna meet him in the parking lot out back. Your Honor! The witness looked out his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. I like how I forgot and was like, oh, he must have heard something. Totally forgot that he even said that. Oops. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Owie, owie. That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Okay, well, let's push that then, Nick. Yeah. Okay. This should start turning the tables in our favor. Okay. Is he just gonna say thump? I'm gonna push it anyway. We got a new thing. What was it sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say. Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. No, how'd you know I was gonna make a joke? I guess that sounded like a... I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. He heard the sound, but then he said he saw it? Because then were there two thumps? I don't know what that means. But you know what I'm saying? Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? Okay, you want to look at the... Yeah, they're too far away, or they're a bit far away. How far? Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. Oh, good. If my room is here... Okay. Yay big. I see they were about 30 feet from my window. Okay. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility. You see? Okay. That might come into play later too, Nick. Ringmaster... You say you clearly saw this, even though you were by your own admission far away? That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. That's sus, too. Why would you say it like that? You were thinking things over? That means that maybe there was doubt, but then Franzy was like, no. Nah, I don't like that. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols. Lawyers nowadays. Do you even have to... No. Do you have to go to school anymore to be one? Yeah. Don't repeat. No. Say it with Uncle Mo. I don't want to say it. He's so unpopular! It's kind of... I take some delight in it because I don't like him, but I also feel really sorry for him at the same time. So it's kind of like a dissonance within myself. Part of me is like, yeah, this guy's the worst. But the compassionate part of me is like, oh, this poor man. He tries so hard. But it's hard to appreciate this kind of person. Yeah, I think so. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness, get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw? And only what he saw? Okay. This thing. You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head, but then what was the sound from before? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. Huh? A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Well, did you or did you not? Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo! Did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. No, we're just getting clarification. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. Oh! Look at this penalty! That's a big one! It's 5! Oh! Franzy, don't be so mean to me. Okay. Oh my god. Gulp. Is that a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? I'm scared. It went away. It went away. It went away. I got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason? Of course, I will. The reason is the witness' very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump. Yes, of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and then all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way that he could have seen the Max clonk anyone. He would have seen after somebody got clonked. In 1972, a crack count was set. What is he saying? Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? No. I was just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick! These types of witnesses always seem to have selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of clown makeup to find the truth. Why you gotta make it sound nasty, Feeny? I didn't like that. That's how Maya's face is how I feel right now. Well, he doesn't even have a lot of clown makeup on, right? It's just the white part on the eye. Maybe foundation. You're back from your jog. Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. But then he didn't see who did it, right? The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Fun karma! Tampering with the witnesses again! Yeah, you know. That's how she do. So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Why are you laughing about someone dying? Tacky! Someone you know, too. Real tacky. Mr. Curls. He died like yesterday or whatever. Everything happened so fast in this game. Your Honor. You did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? They probably even haven't had a funeral for this man and he's making jokes about him. Terrible. Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well. Then please testify to this silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Oh, judge is being threatening. Got it. Good. Alright. Why does he have a freaking... I don't know why I'm thinking of this now. Why does he have a carrot? Why is there a carrot sticking out of his mouth on the hat? Like, he's not a horse who needs a carrot. Like, what is that? What even is that? Anyway. It was a bit far away, but the shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. Man, it's bad to have a recognizable look, isn't it? Silk hat, black coat, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt it was him. It could have been anybody wearing that. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever. This should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. All right, Mr. Wright. Commence your cross-examination. Oh. The silhouette. All right. Should we push this? I want to push this. This and the next one. You able to see that kind of detail from your window? Oh, that wasn't... okay. There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight could have been able to see that much. Wasn't that far away either. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye, and an eagle out of my right eye. Our could say his eyesight is perfect 20/20. Oh, wow! That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. That's not really where I was going with this. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. Girl. Okay, let's push this too. So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. I still think it's the case. I don't know why. It has to be the case. It has to be the case. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object. At least it says so in the autopsy report. With Trilo's testimony and now Mo's, it really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find contradictions in this. It's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. Yeah, I think so too. I don't know how we're going to do that, but maybe this? Don't you think that you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% certain, absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. A silhouette I saw was Max, I'm convinced of that. Doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? Ah! I had to look it up. I feel like such an idiot. His silk hat, that black cloak, it's not black. It's not black. So we put this here. This. I think, I don't know. I didn't catch it. You say you saw, oh, and the white roses aren't there either, but I didn't really think of that either. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols. I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo! Everyone knows that Maximum Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. Oh. 3 symbols? Yeah, but... oh, whatever, it's fine. Yay, everyone get ready! All together now! Silk hat, cloak, white roses. I will say it with Maya. If Maya asks me to do it, I'll do it. Anyone else, probably not. Franzy, I'll do whatever she says. What the? Who cares if he knew there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. To me, the black cloak is more of a weird thing, right? No? Just me? Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. 3.14. Silence, fool. You are spawned with the whole truth. No fractions. Order, order. Mo! You didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. Crime scene was dark. It was obviously too dark to see that kind of detail. I think that this whole thing is totally BS to me. It doesn't matter if all 3 symbols there or they weren't. The fact that nobody saw his freaking face means it could have been anyone. So who cares? Ma, whatever. Whatever. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. It's a purple coat, right? Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. But they weren't there, baby. They weren't there in the snow. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. We're still arguing about things that aren't important, but that's fine. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He's just toying with the court. Oh god. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. That's true, that is kind of how you operate, baby. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trudeau's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing... Okay, we get it. 3-piece. 3. Trudeau saw them all. Trudeau saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Yeah, that is true. Well, one that I missed, but, you know, whatever. You can't get them all, kids. You can't get them all. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness had stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galacta. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, this witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. Yeah, you're not mature. I have come to a conclusion. I'm not... Okay. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. Okay. Why isn't bad music playing? What? If there are no contradictions in this next statement, I am prepared to issue a... Oh. That's why, that's why we got to scary music. So I can't mess up? Is that what you're saying? A ruling! Nick, this is your last chance! Wait, I gotta save, girl. Hold on, we'll go through this and then I'll save. The silhouette part 2. There's no doubt on my mind. There were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There was no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. But then what after? He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene, but he couldn't have left with it. Also, there's no talk about how he left. So, it's gotta be that one, right? Right? I'm not confident. But I feel like that's the one that stuck out to me. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Hold on, I'm almost safe. I'll be right back. Okay, just one chance. I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. Why do we have to make everything so intense, game? I've got only one single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Wait, so I cannot press either? Or do you think I can press? I'm so scared. He said that I needed evidence, but I can press and then present the evidence in this pressing, right? I hope so, otherwise I just sealed the deal, didn't I? Mo, be honest. Ow! Look! I hope you enjoyed this penalty! Franzy! Come on, girl! Oh, I'm so mad. Okay, well then, I gotta present something. Ah! I'm finished. Excuse me, I'm the one handing out the pen. Ow! Witness, continue with their testimony. I'm gonna leave it. I'm so tempted to go back and just... But I'll leave it. You're not gonna whip me too, are you? Maybe after court, if you're into that kind of thing. Ha! Franzy! Franzy. You can do better than this, Franzy. Nah. But isn't it kind of pointless if you only whip me after court? Huh? I don't know. I don't know. That whole thing brought up a whole... I'm not even going to touch that. Let's just move on. Okay, we have to present something, because obviously pushing was a bad call. It's the hat, right? Found at this crime scene? It has to be! It has to be. It has to be! What else are we gonna present? And whatever, you know what? If it's wrong, it's fine. I have 2 health. Like, I don't care. Oh, it's not wrong. It went away. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene. That means she got it. She understood. The silk hat fell off the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it in the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true. Well, we survived, but I'm sad we're at 2 health. Order, order! Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Oh, the judge is not having it. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't even have to go and insult my eyesight or memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean you're, no matter how old I get, I'll always be younger than you. What? Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing that dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. He was a bratty little kid from the beginning. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene. He left the scene wearing the dumb silk hat. Well, then how did he get back there? What's the matter, Nick? There's something mulling over. I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? Yeah, that was the thing too I was talking about. What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave this? Just say it! You can't ask me that. Objection! Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. No. Objection! This witness's testimony is so full of holes. Ms. Von Karma's protest is useless. Grr. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, Miss Little Guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby! Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away. Where were the footprints then? Mr. Curls? That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Oh god, it's the last bit of my health! Do you have any proof to counter his stories? It's this. It's gotta be this. Because it's the footprints thing. Good. Okay, look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Ay, ay, ay! So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. Oh, I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Just wait a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. Okay, then why did you not tell the truth before? You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. Oh. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yes? The testimony you've provided up till now has been false? It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just... I haven't been telling the truth. It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. You really throwing Franzy under the bus. I mean, she deserves it because she's doing really bad things, but... Dang. Franzy! You're not having a good time here in the Japan, America, huh? I will have order. Franziska Von Karma, how could you? The audacity of this girl. Your Honor! If you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you saw, Mr. Curls. Ha! You're not going to believe it, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. Okay, I think I know where this is going to. The truth! Now it's time for our next segment, Monos. Everything that I've said up till now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he... This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. But are you saying that he flew? Because see, here, it still doesn't work. It still doesn't work. Because if somebody jumped and flew, there would be footprint of him standing in the ground and footprint of him jumping. And then there would be no more footprint. But there's no footprint at all. So that doesn't work, dude. That doesn't work unless you're saying he levitated, flew over there, always not touching the ground. That doesn't feel right either. But maybe he would argue that's what it happened. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class musician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why don't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story? To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he is telling the truth. That's what I think. Nick, wait! That means Max actually used magic. Yikes, you're right. Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream! I love you. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. Well, now what? I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile! But if you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got a feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. We're gonna go over to the circus after this. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason why behind this. Oh, I pushed the button too fast. Grr. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Does Franzy go around? If she whipped people and then somebody says, oh, I like that, then she's like, oh, okay, that can be arranged? Is that what she's doing? Is she doing that on the side? I have many questions. I could see her doing that and making more money that way. I don't see her not doing something like that. It would mean nothing to her. It's like, okay, I could see that. I could see that. I just don't remember that through the first... I feel like that's a very big part of Franzy. That was put out just by a weird interaction in court with Mo. You know what I mean? Hey, Sweeties, what in the world is going on? It's still been on my mind ever since that came out. It's like stick in my mind. Like, what is the implication here? What in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. What about you trying to fly into the courtroom, baby? But it looks so effortless when you do it on stage. It's not that simple! I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow. You just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Mags. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in the court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. We have to do more investigating for sure. Yeah. So, with 2 health, because we know that doesn't regenerate, that's for the whole deal. With our 2 health, that's where we're gonna end it for today. I'm a little scared going into the next trial. I hope that there will be people next time that we meet that are lying, and that way we can restore some of our health through the psyche lock thing, because, oh my god. We're in a pinch right now. We really are. But we'll see how things go. I do remember some of this, so maybe that'll help me out in the next trial. We'll do more investigating, go back to the circus, and see what we can find. So, until I see whatever I see you next, remember to be kind to others, especially yourself. Take care, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye-bye!